Good evening. I am back with another one. I'm going to talk about the aftermath of the biggest crash or the biggest liquidation in crypto history, actually. The most amount of money that was liquidated from leveraged loans in the history, yeah, of crypto. But it was quite an event. I made a video about it 2 days ago after it happened. So back then, we did not really have a good sight on what happened in the market. So I wanted to make another video, talk about the aftermath. There's some good information out now that describes in a good way what actually happened, and then we're going to take a look at what we can expect now from the market. We see some recovery, which is good, of course. But the question is, will it remain that way? So I will just give you a market update as well. So let's dive into it. First, we have Elon Trades here. Made a very good overview of what actually happened. It was actually, in some way, sort of an exploit of a group of people. At first, after it happened, people were thinking, was it actually so much selling that caused this, or was it something else that caused? Because this was something that's never seen before. For some altcoins, the entire order book was cleared, which is absolutely insane. So it turned out it was not just extreme selling pressure, were different conditions all combined into one, what basically caused the perfect storm for this to happen. So, in short, roughly 60 to 90 mil of USDE was dumped on Binance, along with Red, ETH, and B and Sol, exploiting a price flaw that valued collateral using Binance own order book data instead of Oracle. So this caused a Depeg into the USDE token, and this changed the price data, and this started the first wave of the liquidations, and this cascaded all the way down, and so the attackers or manipulators, the exploiters, whatever you want to call them, they are the ones likely who shorted on hyperliquid hours earlier, and of course, then we had the Trump tariff announcement, which triggered everything. So it wasn't USDE failure, it was Binance design flaw, time with macro panic, Trump's tariffs for COVID. So this is the most likely scenario. A few other people have analyzed this as well. This is very interesting to see what actually caused it to happen. So it was not just extreme selling pressure of a bunch of whales dumping their spot backs. It was actually a Depeg that caused the pricing data to cause the liquidation cascade. So then we have a whole setup. He explains everything. I would say check out his page, and you can read the whole report. I'm just keeping it short for now. So Binance normally uses oracles to get these prices, but then it used its own spot market. Earlier before there was announced a fix actually, but it wasn't rollout. So there was already a window opened, and of course you have a lot of smart people combined it with a lot of money, and they saw this, so they likely planned this out in a way. So Binance is largely responsible for the crash, as it looks like now. So during that window, the manipulated Binance order books, it dumped the USDE. That's what it started, and they easily wiped out margin value and triggered the liquidations. Then, of course, we had the Trump's tariff hit, and this caused the whole everything to cascade. So this is what we already know. The same day, we saw fresh wallets on Hyperliquid opened the short. So there were likely, either insiders regarding the Trump announcement, or mix of both, people that were planning this whole USDE dump to start this. So the order books were very thin, and of course everything works with bots now. You have a lot of cross market bots. So when one place, the price goes down, especially Binance. That's the main exchange together with Coinbase. So these bots, they will sell on the other exchanges. So this caused the whole liquidation everywhere. Of course, you have a lot of exchanges that have even thinner order books. So this was forced to unwind basically the whole, uh, the complete long leverage across the markets. So result 19 billion. We have no idea how much it actually was. It was likely a lot more. So who's at fault? Binance design flaw, Ethereum Oracle rollout is the root cause. Then you have the exploiters. So it's a very clear uh, idea what happened now. So Binance admitted platform-related issues. They actually compensated. I will show you the tweet from Binance. Uh, so that's, of course, in a way, is good, but it's just um, the wound is a lot bigger. People lost a lot more, of course, and people were actually uh, regular liquidation jokers, and don't think they got uh, compensated in a good way. Yeah, another article here it basically explains the same thing. It goes even more in depth. You see here these certain assets that were the instigator for this dump. But it is also a great explanation. So I would say JQ underscore ACC. Give him a follow if you want a full article about the reporting. Yeah, the Depeg happened only on Binance, but it was the starting cost. So a lot of people are angry at Binance. Some believe, Binance carried it out themselves in an attempt to cause an industry-wide mass liquidation cascade. That all remains a guessing game, of course. But a lot of times these exchanges, we know that they oftentimes they manipulate the market. That's something that's for sure, and that's where also a lot of talk is about yeah going to a switch in the future towards decentralized exchanges. We're at Binance covering 283 million in user losses. So this some people got compensated, and this bought back some confidence, of course, in the market. But there are some more factors that bought back more confidence in the market, as I will show you, because the market is going up again. It's recovering nicely. Some altcoins are almost at the same price, if not higher, already, which is absolutely crazy if you see how much the dump was. And there were some people who actually managed to fill some limit orders there. Here, one of the good news today: Citibank to launch crypto custody service in 2026. Citibank is one of the biggest banks, and there's a lot of people that want to use this. Of course, there's a lot of people who are or even outside of crypto yet, and this would be a trigger for them to use it. And it's simply a lot more safety in many ways if you have major banks offering these crypto servers. This is it's very good news. Then I'm not sure how much it has to do with the price, but of course it definitely helps. There's always fear, so there was a lot of fear around the wars escalating. Of course, you had the Iran situation, the Gaza situation, and now we're seeing actual uh, serious peace talks. And it looks like this might be the end of the war because there's a lot of world leaders who raised this. We see Netanyahu is not there. The rest is all there, and it looks like he kind of gets forced in a way to comply. That's what it looks like, in my opinion. And of course, we had Trump changing his mind. That was the main reason I would say you see this recovery. This 100% tariffs were all crazy, of course. And if he would actually do that, it would mean serious destruction for the economy on the long term. So in a way, it was just bluffing, likely. Some people were saying, it's using for insider trading. I don't think so. I think, he's just bluffing there, like he does a lot of the times. He's, yeah, he's negotiating in a way, and now he's trying to get it back in a better way. So we'll see how it happens. What happens in regards to tariffs, but there's nowhere we're gonna see actual 100% tariffs on China, in my opinion, because there's just so many import that way, and will destroy a lot of business and will be very bad for the economy. So yeah, that's also part of the good news. That's pumping our bags back up again. Here we have a report from Dr. Profit. I think he's one of the, if not one of the best traders on that has a profile on X. I follow his reports and his calls. He's actually always very open about where I think it's going. And yeah, he had a crazy run. He actually sold everything before that. He openly said that on his X page. He sold and he also opened a lot of shorts. So he was fully in cash and had these crazy limit orders open. Imagine catching Sui at 90 cents. Like a lot of people, there's almost no one who's actually had set limit orders there. The reason is because you don't think Sui was trading above $3. It's a massive market cap. People don't think it actually gets there. So these are some crazy catches on the 40 cents. It should be 160. Can't get myself from feeling a little bit jealous here. But before he was quite bearish, and now he's actually changing his mind again, because he say like this was kind of the flush that was needed, like the whole leverage was flushed out, and yeah, market makers have decided. So there's two. He says there's two scenarios, and either this is the start of a reaccumulation, or this could be the end of the bull. He's mentioning it there, but of course he's saying that this is unlikely to be the case. And of course, if you have entries like this, you're good for a long time. So yeah, I would say give him a follow. He has very good reports, very honest reporting. He's very direct in his opinions, which is good. A lot of people they flip flop and they delete posts, but I never caught him doing that. So let's go to trade view. Let's look at some charts. Let's see what the market is doing. We're actually recovering quite well. First, let's go to Bitcoin. Yeah, we had this wick here. We wicked about this. This was the major support level I had drawn on my chart. So basically, wick below, took out the stops, and now we're above this important level again. Which was a very rapid, progress. Also, assets like BNB, they fully recovered again, which is in a way quite surprising to me because a lot of the issues, were related to Binance, you would say. But it just has a lot of momentum. And after it broke the 1K level a while ago, last month, since then it's very strong. Also, we have Pancake Swap, which is actually in a very good position here. Should have picked it up here after the crash, which was a great entry point, actually. As you can see, if you zoom out here on the long term, we broke here, we retested, we took out the wick. Here, everybody was long, and now we're back above again, which is very good. Then let's see if we have some other interesting. We have Ethereum. It was one of the courses as after Bitcoin the most liquidity, so the dump was not that insane. Sui is absolutely crazy. It's already at $3. Was one of the ones that got hit the most. Yeah, and if you're in entry here, Sui is gonna do amazing in the long run. So yeah, you're a very good position. Now it's very strong, amazing. You saw this pattern here. We were actually retested here the highs, and then basically took out every long here, which is nuts. We went all the way down below. So you can see we took out the last stops here, and then we basically just reclaimed it right away. looking very strong. Of course, it's one of the top AI coins. AI is just going to expand. I'm definitely holding Tau for the long term. XRP also crazy, especially usually it's the one with the most liquidity. Actually, and even wick below, you would say it would retest, but even wick way below there, which is crazy. Congrats if you got an entry on that one. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Let's look at the total. I already showed it last time, which was amazing. And she ran the perfect retest. This line should be a little bit upwards, so she can see. And it makes it perfect retesting. So we haven't retested that. And then it was important we reclaimed this one. This is what we did so far, because this is an important area for me, where it stays fully structured. We stay above the highs here from January and from December. So you had this double top here. So this is an important area where you want to stay above. And you had a strong bounce here after the retest. So as I always say, zoom out and look at the total 2, and total 3, because those are quite important to get a good overview of the market before you get to actual altcoins. And here you see again, this is the long-term trend. We went all the way down here to this box. This is a box all the way from April. That's now the main support area. You can see it's also a perfect retest here, which is crazy. And usually the scenario in this case, the max pain upwards. Like so much people got wiped out of their whole portfolio, and for now to completely run it up again into the all-time highs, yeah, that's the max pain scenario for a lot of people, of course, and that's a real possibility, as it looks like now. We are very good to take a look at these charts always, especially after something like this, hit like this happened. You want to know, yeah, you want to zoom out before you look at actual long-term altcoins. Dominance, we had this spike and running straight downward. So it's not like confidence is lost in altcoins, but that's also it was important to see that it was not caused by just regular mass selling of retail and just pure out panic. It was really a situation where you had several factors of this USDE Depeg, and then this massive short, people dumping their positions, and then of course the tariff announcement. It was a combination of factors that caused this. Yeah, this is how fast you can switch the crypto market. It was all doom and gloom, and now everything starting to look good again. And yeah, you see on USDT again, we exactly hit this wick there, which is quite interesting. That's why it's always too important to have these things already charted out, because then you really can see, okay, it doesn't make sense where I'm placing my bets and where you want to buy. So it's yeah, I'm still surprised sometimes by how accurate these charts work, and yeah, the mathematical factor behind it. But yeah, the real bump is starting when we're actually able to break this level. As you can see, this is very important support area now. You can see in March we tested it last year in January as well. This was the time to get out of the market when we bounced it. So yeah, also a very important chart to keep an eye on that. Then you want to check others. And the same thing happened here. Look at this perfect bounce on this long-term support channel. This is what you want to see. This was one of the hardest, because the altcoins were one of the hardest. Got destroyed, and we wick down all the way down here, and then we perfectly bounced back up. So yeah, altcoins are a recovery. All right, that's it for today. I just wanted to make a recap about what actually happened. since I have more information now and there's more information out there. So yeah, stay safe in the market. And yeah, if you get some value from it, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give it a like. On to the next one.